Everybody, welcome back to Coach Miller's channel here on YouTube, where today we're going to be starting our Minnesota Vikings franchise mode. Here we go. Madden 24, I figured I would get a franchise mode underway before we hop into our MLB The Show franchise mode. And so, without further ado, our team is the Minnesota Vikings. I have chosen to start this franchise at the end of last season, so we're pretty much where the Vikings are right now in real life. And I'm just going to try and make some different moves than they have because, dude, if I'm being honest, like the Vikings kind of have some talent. They really, really do. And it's just interesting to see the moves they're making because, man, a few years ago they're undefeated for a while. They had a lot of stuff going for them. So we'll come here to players looking to negotiate. Obviously, we have Danielle Hunter right here, who in real life they traded to the Houston Texans. We have Christian Darrisaw here, who we're going to for sure accept his option. My goodness, come on back, brother. Cam Akers, I'm going to let Watt. KJ Osborne, pretty good depth there, but doesn't want to come back, so we won't make him come back. Marcus Davenport also doesn't want to come back. No real interest here from anybody, actually, to come back to our team, which is not great. Jordan Hicks at 74 and being a scheme fit on that low of a contract, if you will accept, I will keep him. It's important to have depth like that in your organization in mid to high 70s overall wise, certainly. CJ Ham at fullback. I don't really use a fullback. I'd rather give those reps to somebody else. So we have a lot of cap room, as you see top right there, to work with, which is awesome. And the question is, do we sign Hunter and then trade him to the Texans like they did in real life? Or do we try and keep him here? So if we look here, we currently have Justin Jefferson on this contract. So he's still, I believe he's still on his rookie deal. I could be wrong, but I mean, $2.5 million salary, I would think that's still his rookie deal. He wants a franchise QB and he needs a mentor at the position. So we'll make sure to target a mentor when it comes to free agency this year. I mean, we have Hawkinson, we have a good right tackle, good left tackle. We have Jordan Addison, another young receiver. So we definitely need to fill that quarterback spot with somebody because we have offensive weapons. We have Madden. I mean, we have a lot of decisions that we're going to have to make this offseason in order to keep this thing going. And I mean, I want to win. I want to keep winning, and I think we can do that. And so for me personally, I'm going to try and go in here and sign Danielle Hunter right here. He has pretty decent want to come back to us, which is great. He is a great player, and I want to make sure that we keep him. So, man, that's so much money. It's not that much more per se. I mean, it'd be $54 million total. It'd be a 4-year deal for a 29-year-old. I wouldn't mind giving him this and bumping this here. Let's go. Okay, so Danielle Hunter comes back for 3 years. We keep him, which is something the Vikings did not do in real life. That's the only person we're really going to be able to obtain there, and we will move ahead to free agency. So what you can expect from this channel is actually some pretty slow-paced franchise series. I have a wife, I have a kid, and so these videos won't be super polished per se, but I am going to be very in-depth in what I do, and each series will move slowly as we continue to progress through the offseason and season all of that stuff. So it is now time to sign free agents. Before we do that, let's take a look at our depth chart after some of those guys walked. So we definitely need, I would say, a low 70s backup quarterback. We need to sign a running back, at least one, or we could draft one. Let's do that. So we won't target a running back in free agency. We have four. We have four running backs. We're fine. And I'm honestly fine if Mattinson's my starter. I may even make Chandler my starter because of that 93 speed. Straight up. Fullback, we don't have any. Receiver, we have Jettas, Addison, N'Keal Harry, Naylor. So we need one more receiver to get our sixth receiver in there. Probably draft one late in the draft. Tight end. We're locked down with Hawkinson. We have Christian there. We need a left guard. Oh, yeah. We need a left guard bad. Left guard and right guard depth is needed. Okay, so that's offense. So left guard and right guard depth and a mid-70s quarterback. Okay. Left guard, right guard depth. Let's see what you have to offer here for me today. Any scheme fits? 72 scheme fit. Doesn't want to come here though at all. Good age. We'll see what he says about that. And then let's go right guard, 80 overall. Any scheme fits here. We have Cesar Ruiz with a star dev trait. But he really wants that scheme fit. We offered a scheme fit. Or try and offer both these guys and see if they want to come in any way to our team. So there's some guard depth. And then we wanted like a mid 70s QB that doesn't exist. Sam Darnold exists though. The issue is, if we can't draft a QB, yeah, man, but we can't afford any of that stuff though. That's kind of crazy talk. Jameis Winston. I'm fine approaching Winston with an offer, but I'm not going to give him any more money there. There's no way I give him more money. And I believe we need a kicker too while I'm at it. Fairbairn's there. Okay, so offense has been added. I mean, shoot, there's Tony Pollard. We could sign him up, although I don't love giving running backs money. But could we give him like a 1-year deal while we have Jefferson on this shorter term deal just to try and make something happen here? I don't mind that at all. We'll slide that right in there for Tony Pollard. I don't mind that at all, genuinely. It's just getting this QB figured out, man. Like, if we don't have a great quarterback, then, I mean, we could sign anybody we want to, and it's just not going to be worth it, And I think from the looks of it, I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to go all in and try and win it this year. I mean, we have so much cap room and we can keep that the same, but knowing that we have to pay Jefferson coming up. So now let's look at our defensive depth chart. We paid Danielle Hunter, which is great. So we have Lowry there. I mean, we have we need at least two more ends. We need, good Lord, injured, just not depth chart. Interesting. I don't know why he's not on the depth chart. Oh, okay, yes. So we need end depth. So we need D line depth in general. And then we have, no, okay. So D line depth in general. And then we need a kicker. Okay. So D-line depth in general, and then a kicker. As you can see, man, this is a slow process, and I'm not going to shy away from that and running a good organization. So, okay, so D-line depth and the kicker. Let's go ahead and sign the kicker. Get that out of the way. Let's get that off of my. Actually, I don't want to miss out on maybe a good player here. 84 in a scheme fit. 31, like we said, man, this is it. All right, and then we will go for the eval period. Cool. My signings in the top 100, we got Pierce, both left guards, and Jameis Winston. Now we're going to come back here and offer a kicker. Fairbairn is still available. He looks to be the best available. So we'll offer one deal up for him right there. And then, like I said, we just need D-line depth. Jonathan Grenard, who they got in real life, has that star dev trait, but I do value scheme fits, especially. I mean, 76 versus 78 isn't bad, and he's a scheme fit. We'll just offer him the base value right there. And that is for right end. Let's go for left end now. Scheme fit, and he wants to be here. Tyquan Lewis, 1 year deal. That's fine with me. Cap room still looks strong. And then let's sign one more D tackle. Doesn't have to be as good as those top guys in any way. We'll get you. Derek Noddy wants to come here. Boom. Cool. And then I think we may even get like a few more guys here, just because I know that our depth here was really, really, really bad. Let's see. Yep. And then a right end, just like in the 70s or 60s or whatever. Justin Houston, we'll offer him too. I mean, super, super small contract right there. And then we'll see who's left at the top. Stephon Gilmore, Bobby Wagner, Grover Stewart is still there. We could make a splash there. Tranquil, Micah Hyde. I know our safeties weren't wonderful. Devin Singletary. Let's try and get a few of these guys on a 1 year deal, because that wouldn't literally hurt anybody at all. Like Stewart here, 1 year deal. See if he likes that. Let's try and get. Okay. So eval period runs through. Cool. I'm still gonna come down here if he's not available. Dang it. Most of these guys are gone, man. Which is fine. Boyd, 95 speed for Rashid Shaheed, which we know we're gonna draft a receiver. But once again, I wouldn't mind putting. I mean, 2 years is fine at that. I think. He's immediately our third option. I don't mind that at all. 26 million cap room, and I think that's all the moves we're gonna make. I believe that's all the moves we're going to make in this free agency. Eric Hendricks, middle linebacker there. Wouldn't mind bringing him in for some depth. And I wish we could see our linebacking core, but I don't think it'd be a problem to even have a linebacker in there per se. Anyway, we have time. So let's advance to free agency number 2. see what we can do. Let's go look at our depth chart again. I don't think players populate immediately. They do. Okay, so we have Winston there now. Running backs look the same. I don't think we signed Shaheed yet. We actually have some depth here, which is wonderful. Lots of good depth right there, which is what you love to see. I still maybe would like, because Green, yeah, we still need some right end depth for sure. Middle linebacker's fine. Right outside. So what's on a right outside linebacker and then a right end? Right outside linebacker and right end. And then I think we'll be good for the draft. Anybody scheme fit? And then a right end. Like I said, just scheme fit somewhere down the way that wants to come here. That's literally all we need to do. Cool. Got them both. And then I think it was right outside backer here. Taylor. 2 years is fine, man. You got to keep these guys going. We have 44 million in cap room apparently, which is crazy. I think we're good there. I'm not going to spend any more money. We get him? Cool. Okay. So we added some depth there, which is what you love to see. And man, I think we're good to go for the draft now, which is crazy. I think we have a pretty good pick. We can make trades now too. And I really would like to get up there in the draft, if I do say so myself. Like, let's just take a look. I mean, obviously the Bears are the first overall pick. We're not going to be getting that pick at all. And I'm aiming for the draft actually to make that happen. Yeah, 45 million in cap room is crazy still to have all that cap room. We're not a bad team at all. Let's advance to free agency recap and see where some of these top players went. I'm very interested to see where some of these players went. So free agency recap, here we go. So Snead goes to the Broncos. Cooper goes to the Texans. Amari Cooper to the Texans, 4 years, $41.3 million salary. Pollard to the Cardinals, not threatening. And Pittman. Kenny Moore also to the Broncos. 4 to the Cardinals. They're a big spender so far. We get Michael Pierce. Clowney goes back to the Texans. They also get a Woozy. Wagner goes to the Lions. Dude, the Broncos spending money on secondary. The Lions also a big spender. Armstead to the Raiders. So Cardinals, Raiders, Lions, big spenders here. Early on in my signs, we got Pierce to a 1-year deal, Fairbairn 1-year deal, Armstrong 2-year deal, Noddy 1-year deal, Gibson 2, Taylor 2, Edwards 1, Green 1, Hennessy 1, Winston 2, and Mario Edwards Jr. 1 year. And that concludes our free agency. Not really big spending at all, but we filled some positions of need. Our biggest one is quarterback, and we hope to fill that in the draft. And, well, here we go. It's draft week. We want our quarterback. We have a good pick. Will we trade up? I think we have to. Let's start the draft. We're going to pause the draft, and then we're going to go for it. So, pause draft. A few of these teams need quarterbacks, and I know that the Bears are probably going to take one. Which is fine. There's options out there. Let's take a look at our picks to be exact here this year. We have the 11th overall pick, which is huge. We have a second round pick, 2 5ths, and 2 6ths to play with as well. Will they offer us the first overall pick? And even if they did, what would they want for it? Jefferson and or 3 first, 3 seconds, all from the next 3 years. That, my friends, is a bit too much. So we will let Chicago freely take this pick. No problem whatsoever. Chicago, who do you pick? Marvin Harrison Jr. goes to the Bears. So sticking with Justin Fields, that's crazy, but that's their choice. Next up is the Washington Commanders. What might they want for their pick here at number 2 overall? Commanders, draft picks, 2nd overall. What might they want? It's the same thing with the first round picks, but the second round picks get a bit more lenient, which I'm sure I could create some things that they would accept, but we're going to keep this realistic. We're going to try to and let them pick. They could very well take a quarterback here, unless they want Sam Howell to be their quarterback of the future. They pick Caleb Williams. Okay, so Caleb Williams goes, which isn't necessarily a problem, but here we have the quarterbacks. We have Daniels, May, McCarthy. Typically, honestly, I would want Jaden Daniels or Drake May. I don't really want JJ McCarthy because he's more of a project quarterback. I want one of these two, and I don't really care which one I get. And so when one of them goes, we're going to trade for the next pick. So hopefully that doesn't have to be too high. It could be the 4th pick, though, if we're being honest with ourselves. Yep. Jaden Daniels goes. Do we risk it and see? Because the Cardinals have Murray. I'm going to risk it. Okay, good. And they have Herbert. But this is where it's interesting. But this pick, this 6th overall pick here, I feel like is a bit more doable because we have the 11th overall pick. I feel like we're much closer to our pick now. We're over halfway to our pick. Who has this pick? Good Lord, I forgot. That's terrible. The Giants. So they have Daniel Jones, of course, but it's just I don't really know the tendencies of the computer and their drafting style. And so I just don't know what they're going to do with this pick. And so it's like, do I just go ahead and take it? We'll see. What do you want? So this year's first. So I could give them this year's first and next year's first. That seems like a better deal. We'll do that. This year's first and next year's first. the 6th overall pick in the draft. So the Vikings traded with the Giants to get the 6th overall pick in the draft to pick the only other quarterback with first round projections this year. His name is Drake May, and he is the next quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Drake May, welcome home to Minnesota. Here we go. So Drake May is our selection. I don't mind what we had to give up at all. I'm perfect with what we have to give up because hopefully next year the objective is to be good. And so giving up next year's first isn't a problem. This year we have our second, 2 5ths, 2 6ths. Then we have a second next year, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th. Okay. So how can we get into the second round here again? I'm sure we could trade some of these picks right there. Let's just see if we can't get a deal here with the Bears for their second round pick. Interesting. Cardinals second round pick. What do you want for your second? This year's second and next year's second. That is not what we want to do. That's too high of a pick for us, I guess. I mean, really anybody, like even the Chiefs, let's say the Cowboys, they have their second round pick this year. They do. Second round next year, 26. I think we're doing this reverse. Let's do this the other way. What can we get for our higher 5th and our higher 6th? A 4th rounder next year, 4th round next year, 4th round this year. So we're just moving up one spot, which is fine. I'll honestly take that. A 4th rounder this year is what I'm looking to receive for this. Giants picked pretty high. 2024 4th round pick. Anybody? I think we had like one team offer us that. Yeah. So a 5th and a 6th for a 4th round. Actually, I don't think anybody offered us a 4th round pick this year. Now that I'm looking at it, which is crazy that that's not even on the table. It's 4th rounds for next year, which next year we have our 4th round pick. So we're really just trying to move up this year and get a 4th, which I don't think we're going to be able to do, unfortunately. What can we get for all of these picks? Yeah, I mean, it's all next year, like next year 3rd, which we can do. Okay, so we're just going to stick with it. We'll use this for our draft picks. No more trades because I think we need to add some depth to this squad under our new regime here. So next user pick, round 2, pick 11. Michael Penix just went. Wow. Keon Coleman's available. Yes, that's tempting. Not going to lie. Middle linebacker is also pretty weak on our squad. Troy Franklin. Middle linebacker. Trotter here, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is a scheme fit. I mean, our whole offensive line isn't wonderful. Left tackle's good. Right tackle's good. The rest of it's not great. And I know that we signed some guys to some... I mean, look, rounds 2 and 3. 8. I mean, this guy looks great. Pass protector. I mean, I think we need an agile guard if we're being honest. But so maybe we wait and take that. We don't know third round pick. That's the problem. Do we trade back to the third round here? I don't think so. I mean, there's so much value on the board still. I mean, Keon Coleman's on the board, although we do not need tight end. Good Lord. I know our ends were also pretty shafty. I mean, we could also get a D tackle that would come in long term after our older signings leave. It's never a bad thing to take a cornerback either. In the grand scheme of things, I do know we signed a lot of D line. We'll see if we can get a D line here. I think that's Braden Fisk here. I think is going to be our pick right here. Yeah, Braden Fisk is going to be our pick. We're going to get a D tackle in here, and he has a hidden depth trait that's absolutely huge. That's exactly what we needed. I just know that we did a lot of work on our D line in free agency, and that normally means that we're lacking a lot of depth there. And so we get a bit of depth back there. Now we're really going to be doing depth in these later rounds. Just who can we get that can fill in spots that they can clearly just come up and be good? And I think that's going to be our guards. So undrafted there, day 3, which is what you'd like to see. Because center probably could be used as well. So center has a lot of scheme fits high up there. A run block, though, is great. I think I'm going to take this A run blocker that we know for sure and work with him. I mean, that's fine with me. So Hunter Norzad goes here, power center from Penn State with A run blocking. So I feel like if someone gets hurt or whatnot, he has A run blocking. And so we're just kind of guaranteed to have a good player there. And then let's go D-line again. Day 3, run stopper, scheme fit. Any A's on the board still? Already got a D tackle though, so we'll slide in here with Zion Tupula Fatui. Great name there from Washington, a run stopper at the right end position. Like I said, man, we're just shoring up some positions that, wow, already here again, that we just, maybe didn't have a great sense of during the year and during even sign. And then I know outside backer was also a position of need for us. And I mean, maybe even the linebacker position in general. But no one I like seeing there. I mean, there's a lot of D tackles here that I wouldn't mind getting. And I know we already picked them, but A tackle again here for Justin Rogers. We'll take him out of Auburn. I mean, I'm fine with that, dude. And then I think we'll go offensive alignment again here with this next pick. We've gone guard. Are there any tackles left that are worth our while? Left tackle, right tackle, some centers I'm liking here. You have some pretty good stats right there, man. A few of these guys do. B pass block from South Carolina here. C to F awareness, though, is not great. And then we have, he has C, B to D, B to D, A to C. D awareness. Any for sure A's on the board left in this? I don't think so. I mean, B to D, we'll try him. Cool. Just trying to build depth, we can move these guys around. No picks remaining. Fine with me. Enter the first year draft. Something you love to see. I mean, I feel like we had a great draft, genuinely. A lot of 6th round picks there. I'll take it. Draft recap. Here we go. Drake May is a 76 overall. We got a 73 D tackle in Braden Fisk, a 66 center, 64 right end, 67 D tackle in Justin Rogers, and then a center there again in Mike Nowitzki, which is great. I may change one of these guys to a right guard. So 67 center, I may keep him at center and we'll change the 63 to a guard position. We'll just say left guard and whatever. Or right guard, sure. To a right guard, makes him a 66. So there you go. Just like that, Nowitzki's at 66. Got ourselves 2 D tackles, a center, a right end, a right guard, and our quarterback of the future, Drake May. This is the Bears draft. Marvin Harrison Jr., Byron Murphy, Gabriel Murphy. Great draft for them. That's crazy, man. Great draft for them in our division, too. So we're going to see them a lot. We'll go ahead and advance our week, and we'll get into next season. We have done it. The offseason is over. We've made some different decisions, certainly, than the Vikings in real life, which is fine. Jaron Hall needs to be released. Here's our depth chart. Mattinson, Chandler, Gaskin, which, like I said, dude, I think Chandler is going to be our starting back this year. And then, I mean, honestly, even you with 94 speed, but I'll keep it like this. 2-year player, 5-year player. That's fine. Receiver, we have Jefferson, Addison, N'Keal Harry, Jalen Naylor. We need to get one more receiver in here with some mentorship. Love that. Center is there with the backup right guard, 73, okay. With our backup, great right tackle, left end. There's our rookie right there behind him. Right end also looks fine. D tackle, man. Fisk is in there at the 4th D tackle spot, followed by Roger. So they're on the depth chart, which is cool. Left outside's handled by Hunter. Pace is there. Gibson. I guess we didn't take a linebacker. Cornerback looks terrible, unfortunately. Yeah, our secondary is not super strong. That's something that we'll have to take a look at, certainly. For now, though, we need to sign ourselves a mentor receiver to fill in those 6 slots. And also that's something that Jefferson wants to see. Bridge player and mentor for Robert Woods. I don't necessarily want this high overall, but I'm also not opposed to it. 94 speed. Woods only has 89. So we'll definitely take you with that 94 speed. Welcome to the team. Marquise Goodwin with that mentor slot, which is huge right there. We also need cornerback help. 77 isn't going to do much, though, unfortunately. Not many guys left here, as you would imagine. Austin Eckler is still available, which is an interesting maneuver that we could make, as we are going all in this year. It'll only be $3 million, which we clearly have. He's only 29. He's a scheme fit. Let's do it. Welcome to the squad, Austin Eckler. And I think that's it. That's all we're going to do there. I love that. Okay, so that's all good. Let's make sure our depth chart is set here. Then let's go ahead and hop into our first preseason game. Why not? There we go. Eckler's in there. Let's do this, man. Here we go. First preseason game. We'll play a little bit of it. We'll see what goes down right now here as we play the Kansas City Chiefs. And we don't have an offensive coordinator. I've never had that happen to me before. That's interesting. Hire offensive coordinator. And everybody pretty much 3 talents. Dang. Three talents there. 1 talent in pocket passing. Cool. You know, I had no idea that that was even a thing. So, anywho, all right. Preseason game number 1. Let's play this. Let's see what happens. See how the squad does. We're an 82 overall compared to the Chiefs' 85. Here we go. Welcome to preseason game number 1 at Arrowhead. Preseason football is here. Drake May will be getting some snaps. He'll have to wait, though, as we'll be kicking off first this game. And Fairbairn will kick us away here with an 8-mile-an-hour wind at his back. That should go out of the end zone, or he'll take a knee. And is Patty playing? He is. Patty Mahomes will get some downs here in the preseason as we get this new year underway of Vikings football. The man of the hour here, Danielle Hunter. We kept him. Play action pass. Wide open. Travis Kelce. The nice 1-2 punch right there that we always see. Gets them the game there on first down. Second down now, or excuse me, first down. Hunter in pursuit of Pacheco, who gains a good bit of yards right there. And the Chiefs offense is moving. Here we go again. 2nd and 3, Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco backfield, hands off again, and this time we get there. Still gains 2, though. Makes it 3rd and 1. Bring up the 3-4. Gap press here. What are they going to go with here? Are they going to run it or give it a short pass to Kelce? It's a run, and it's stopped. Let's go. Hicks on the tackle. They say they're going to punt. I'm going to bring out my safety team here to make sure they actually punt this away, and they do. I'll go into the end zone, and here we go. Drake May, we traded up to get him. The quote always goes, you never remember what you give up if they're good. If they're bad, I'm sure everybody's going to remember what we gave up for Drake May. Empty set here as we get things underway with Drake May, who's going to find Justin Jefferson in his first completion. You best believe you will be seeing plenty of that. And we also just signed Austin Eckler to a really great contract as he busts this one to the outside here and gains 4. Like I said, man, we're really going in all in this year. Now, we have some cap room to maybe make a splash in a trade during the season. That's an option as Echo gets us the first down. But we have a lot of guys, you know, on some 1-year deals. And so we want to make this happen. We have our quarterback of the future in Drake May. Dumping that off there to Jordan Addison, who gets stopped. 2nd and inches. We'll hurry it up here. And we'll do a jailbreak screen for Austin Eckler. Good blocking. There goes Eckler. Big gain. 1st down, Vikings. This team's going to be fun to use. So many new names on the field. Goodwin on the field right now. Over the middle. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. That was nearly a perfect drive right there, dude. I like Drake May's throwing motion. It's smooth, it's crisp, it's fast. He has weapons, and just like that, Justin Jefferson is on the board in preseason. That didn't take too long at all. And it's 7-0 Vikings. I believe that we're going to have to sign Jefferson during the season. And so signing Goodwin with that mentor tag is going to help us retain Jefferson at a better price and or help him even want to come back in the first place. So that's how we signed Marquise Goodwin there. Chiefs back on the field. Defense stood tall the first time, and Mahomes passes incomplete right there. No star corner or safety. That is a big weakness of our team that we are going to look to add. D-line is one of our strong suits. Another equation, let's go. Secondary is one something that we want to improve on. We have no depth out there, and we have no star. No young talent and no star out there. As that pass is completed. Right there to Rashee Rice, and that's a first down, unfortunately. Maybe backed off too much there in coverage. First down now, back to the run game. Pacheco has an opening, and man, if he turned on the Jets, that was probably 6 points there for the Chiefs. Jeez, the floodgates open right there. A pass play, a quick pass is completed. And the Chiefs' offense continues to move. Now the question is, will we be able to stop them here? We'll change up coverage. We'll go zone coverage here. We've gone man-to-man. Mahomes sees something and audibles to a pass. A quick pass. Incomplete right there. Good breakup right there. We'll take that. 2nd and 10 now. Cover 9, show 2. They could pass, do a short pass here. It's a run, and Danielle Hunter is there with a tackle for a loss, something you love to see. 3rd and 12 now. Hunter coming on a blitz. Forces him out of the pocket. He'll slide down. And the Chiefs will settle for a field goal. The defense holding there. Danielle Hunter being the disruptor. Had a tackle for loss and then forced Mahomes out of the pocket right there. But the kick is up and good. And the Chiefs are on the board here. Boy, the first and second quarter, and then we'll get off here for this episode. Just want to take a look at this team before the season starts. And I tell you what, dude, I love the Vikings culture. I love their stadium. Great turn there. And so, I want to make them great. I want to make good decisions. And so I think going all in this year for the most part in a smart way will keep the fans engaged. Eckler turns on the Jets to the outside there. First down, Vikings. Austin Eckler making some noise here. Drake May having a great game so far. I'm liking Goodwin here on this out route, but I'm liking Addison even more. First quarter's almost over, so we'll try and get in some more reps here with the starters. Zone coverage here. Dump it off to Eckler for the first down. 6 for 6 is Drake May. Goodwin and Jefferson going end zone here. I'm going to give him a shot. End zone, Jefferson, caught. Touchdown, Justin Jefferson. 2 touchdowns on the day, and Drake May is going to leave his Vikings debut, albeit preseason, perfect. It was one-on-one coverage, and we gave Jefferson a shot, and he came down with it. Oh my goodness. End of the first quarter, 14-3 for your Minnesota Vikings. And this offense and defense both look great here early on. End of the first quarter, there's your stats. 111 passing yards in 1 quarter. Something you really, really love to see right there. Second quarter, to kick this thing off. We'll get the backups into the game now. We'll check out some of this depth that your Vikings have this year. Bear Baron has the leg on him, and we'll take this one out though. Here we go. Big hit right out of the 18, and we'll see who comes out for the Chiefs. It's going to be Spencer Rattler. Sorry, I'm being quiet, but that's such a good draft pick. Dude, there's so many. Okay, I almost have so many similarities between him and Mahomes. Okay, Rattler is a gunslinger. And so him coming in here under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes is such a good draft pick. Madden, you're being smart for once, man. Let's go. That's huge. Spencer Rattler is a Kansas City Chief. That is beautiful. I am pumped to see how he develops throughout the course of this series, like I said, under Mahomes and Reed. Brandon Fisk here, one of our rookie defensive tackles in the game. A dot right there from Rattler, who's also 4 for 4. Just like Drake May, he's perfect so far. Phillips in the game now. Taylor. I know Fisk is one of our pretty good D tackles that we picked up. Up the gut goes Shipley. Booth Jr. on the tackle now. As we see our depth here, not much depth or stuff to look at in the secondary, but Fisk is off his block. Fisk, get there. Here we go. Fisk in on the tackle right there, got off his block pretty easily, and now it's going to be 3rd and 4. We'll see if Fisk can make anything happen here in the pass rush. Fisk. Nice curl right there to beat the zone coverage. Rattler is 5 for 5 making stuff happen. They're running the same plays though. That out route's working for them, as their offense is moving down the field rather easy here. Rattler again, handoff, nice tackle there. McClendon Curtis is hurt for the Chiefs. All right, we're gonna drop here. Just gonna drop back in coverage. Bull rush, we got him. But he didn't, for some reason, didn't make a tackle. Interesting. 7 for 7 is Spencer Rattler. That's crazy. Rattler is 7 for 7. Nice club there. Another completion. 8 for 8. The rookie quarterbacks are putting on a show here. Love this. This is exciting to see for the future. We blitz. Rattler escapes, throws. It's caught. 3rd and 5 now. Spencer Rattler doing all the right things here, escaping the pressure, finding the open man. And again here, he's searching. He finds 4th and 1. Let's go. And they're going to go for it here. May as well. 4th and 1. Offense on the field. And that's the 2-minute warning. As they've had the ball this whole quarter. What a drive. What a drive from Spencer Rattler. Had the ball the whole quarter. Doing work. It's a pitch, and he's there. It was a pitch, and he got there. Pass caught. Oh my word. Sky Moore touchdown. Spencer Rattler and Drake May are putting on a clinic here. These two teams have quarterbacks that are going to be making noise in the future. I know for the Chiefs, it could be a while from now. And for us, I think we'll be doing work here quickly. Call this fair catch here. All right, here we go. 2-minute drill now. Oh, wow. Winston's in the game. Never mind. I was pumped, but I'm just going to run my plays and get out of here. Winston across the middle. Henry out of bounds. Love that. Signed Jameis Winston to get a mentor in here for our young quarterback. Matt's in the game now as well. Winston's also a very viable second string quarterback. Let's not get it twisted. So, I mean, a starter for the Saints just a few years ago, and now we're going to trust him to be a mentor and a backup for our team. Heavy blitz. Guy open downfield. And if that was a better pass, that may have been a touchdown right there, but he at least saw the blitz and was able to react right there. Our receiver depth, or the lack thereof, really showing. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. After this drive, we'll call this video it here in episode 1 of our Vikings franchise. Are they going to blitz here? No blitzers. It's zone coverage. Step up. Deliver. Incomplete. And the Vikings will punt this one away. So, second string offense definitely not looking as strong as our first string. Rights into punt. Will this one sit? It will not. So that's it for preseason number 1. Rattler looks incredible, but let's not have that distract us from our own quarterback. Drake May, 7 of 7, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Vikings fans, the future is now. We've made the decision to go all in. We have ourselves a good quarterback, and we'll be making noise this year. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, please like and subscribe. Man, this is what this channel is going to be. Long form videos, franchises where we look in depth at players and build it up from scratch. That's what it's going to be. So if you like long form content, subscribe here to Coach Miller on YouTube. We'll catch you on the flip side for episode 2 of the Vikings franchise.